The Enlivening of Saint Francis. The Ancient One, March 18, 2015. By Soline Cosmos. As deer arrive on a moonlit night, another portal has been created in the skies. As compassionate tones fill the air, I feel a presence begin to near. Could another be coming for their deserved compassion? Alas, the carpet rolls out and the Divine One steps through. The auric tones are enlightened while many beings surround. Animal beings of every kind gather here, the many have come to witness the being that has helped them so. The one that has held them in support and kindness has now come for his own. Our dearest Saint Francis, we welcome you here. In following the enlivening of your spirit, we ask that you receive in good grace all put before you, just as you have given to others. Dear One, we ask the spirit being known as Saint Francis, to realize the life and struggle that you led in your younger years, the abuse, the gluttony, the lust, the manipulation and control of the riches. This all led you to where you stand this day. Self-reflection, dear One, has brought you here. You chose through divine will to change your being, from one of malevolence, to one of benevolence. You became a shining example for all across the lands. You gave up the riches, you gave up the gluttony, the abuse and lust. You ended all the taking, and you became God's humility. For this you then vowed poverty. You actually vowed a sense of lack in your righteous stance to change that clay. To know a better truth you seek. Could shame have been gifted to you through the paradigm? This truth does not come in the presence of lustful action. Abuse of abundance has been a prescriptive progression here on earth, just as it has in your own life, my dear. But realize true abundance is here for all beings. Through the giving up of the former self, Saint Francis, you clothed yourself in newfound robes of a humble embrace. A robe of not wanting, of peaceful action, a robe of not taking, the robe that does not lust. This feels righteous, you think. Dear One, this is no end result. You are only on the path of one's destiny. You are free to change your being along the path and along your spirit's journey of simultaneous lifetimes. This dimension of lack that you are now cloaked, has brought you now to the center of the truth of you. As you stand on the meadow of clarity, you can no longer have lustful eyes, there are no eyes for riches here. Without eyes of abuse, you now see a central truth. It is now time for you to cast the eyes inward to the complete being known as Saint Francis. The complete one. The makeup of the One. The godlike presence known as you. How could you not be everything else but lack? How could you not be the fullest smile of the grandest God? How could you not be the most gorgeous tear produced by the moon in the sky? How could you not be the widest berth of any sun's ray? The masked eyes of poverty, my dear, will never show you the wholeness of you, it is only part of the journey of you. Dear One, take rein of thine eyes, and inward they seek, to the one that saved sight for all. Cast the new eyes inward to the complete beauty, the brilliance and the graciousness of you. Let it be known that the consciousness known as lack, all that came before you, all that come after you, shall see that living in this space is limiting. I beg of you, dear One, enliven the clay, enliven the matter, back to life. You not only see this for the others, you see this for yourself amongst the others. You, dear One, now hold humility as a balance while being the orchestrator of your new reality in fields of never-ending abundance. A never-ending energy supply of beauty, of grace, of peace, of love. Shall it be yours? Shall you dare to see the abundant beauty inside you? Saint Francis, please step out of the paradigm that led you here. This paradigm led you through a sea of knowledge, a sea of destruction and embedded shame in your being. No being shall be held in poverty and lack any longer. A truth you have held while in your humility and kindness is to give to all, while holding your own lack. This no longer is acceptable in the energy stream of oneness. Boosting and honoring the brilliance, the abundance, the graciousness, the peacefulness, honoring the being of you, through the eyes of the others, shall bring you to see the thriving of the energy field known as Saint Francis. This new energy shall uplift so many more. No longer will lack and humility be given to others through your energy field. When you enliven your own being, you enliven a population. A whole existence cannot rise unless the lowest quotient of humility also rises. You hold the ability to rise the consciousness in your own energy field, and as such, you are gifting to all of humanity this uprising. You Saint Francis hold this power. Your paradigm took your power away, and it is being returned to you, and in turn to all of humanity. Your being is a part of the consciousness of many. Enliven your being and you enliven all. You are this powerful. When you embody the consciousness of your true self, minus the paradigm, taking away the cloak of this, stripping away the ruby-colored masked eyes and come back to the clarity of, one God's light. A golden truth within you, that if you so enliven, through the clay of your being on earth, you enliven the consciousness of you, the past versions of you as well as enlivens the future state of you. This is the complete journey of you, not a hijacked version. Even in your lustful taking, you saw a vision of abundance, but you saw it through eyes of lust. Now through the integration of complete being, the enlivened quality now reaches every cell of the body, the truth of the one God that you have always held. You dear, are a beautiful example of peace on earth for all life forms as they surround you in your compassionate aura. They no longer have need to fight or be fearful in your presence. Imagine the enlivening of this, to touch all lives through your abundant soul. Give this abundance to the clay while on the earth, while stripping away the robes of poverty. Please walk the lands with no robe, no cloak to the light of your being. A new door has been opened to you, back to the truth of your being. Freedom is now here for your consciousness. No conscious life form can remain free in robes of poverty and lack, with known restrictions of a paradigm's path. No longer shall you doubt, no longer shall you restrict. You have a new respect, a new tipping point for your sight. No longer shall you be lustful or greedy as the golden light gently holds you. You will never abuse again. Do not allow a paradigm to shame you into submission, as resurrection is your right. Now touch the others through your brilliance, through your love, through your honor of enlivening your own being foremost. How beautiful the rainbow of life then becomes. It becomes a full expression of you. The rainbow inside you once overflowed, the floodgates open, so now you restrict all that flow, only allowing the small threads of color to fly freely from your being, because you fear the explosion from within you. True life in balance requires no restriction. How wide open were you until humility's reign, until shame became the mantra. Peace then became you, only justified in certain times, and an unobtainable truth at other times. The humans, you see, they struggle with this. We cannot be a polar opposite of the whole. You're the whole. The whole rainbow of color is yours. You must shine all the colors like never before, knowing that the funneling of truth is here. The golden light of truth is so honorable, so trusting, that you can no longer doubt. This golden light surrounds your being to funnel your beautiful abundant rainbow, flowing all the colors funneling from the one God's truth. A confirmation that every light within you is willing to shine, not in an overpouring or excess, but in a flowing bountiful harmonic stream of pure abundance. How could you not be this truth? How could you not be this existence? We can no longer live with poverty as a consciousness. It may be part of the journey of you, but it is not the final sum of you. You are greater and grander than this. I am so sorry that the paradigm sent you to wearing the robes. You are a free spirit, you are the dearest of dear. Surround your light in golden truth so that it uplifts you to your known abundance, with no limitation set by no other human, energy or paradigm. Only true light can uplift the rainbow self. The many colors you hold in your hand, Saint Francis, and all that you have gifted to others, these colors now come back to you, for your own upliftment. This light now shines back on you. You are the light of all the others, standing before me this day. All the beings you have helped, loved and assisted are now within you, for you to shine forth with no limitations and no doubtful action. Go forth, with the light of your true self minus the paradigm, and we shall see the rising of a humanity based on one's being's ability to accept humility as a righteous action for all. Thank you, dear Saint Francis, for all you have given, as we now gift back to you, this day and all days forward, the gift of abundant right to life. Many blessings this day. Soline, the Ancient One. Website, theancient111, @blogspot.com.